Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to show you miking up some of these Briggs and Stratton 12 horsepower engine parts. We're going to be using this manual here, okay? Now some of the things we're going to go over, we're going to measure the crankshaft journals for 12 horsepower. This camshaft, this is the lobe. This is actually reject sizes. They give you the reject sizes in here. Reject meaning, you know, you need a new one, okay? Let's see. Cylinder bore. That's a stock cylinder bore, okay? For this motor, it's 20 thousandths. So add 20 thousandths to this number, and that's what we're going to be working with. I'll talk about piston clearances a little bit. I mean, it doesn't have to be this crazy, but I'm trying to build these motors almost like a factory short block for myself. Hard to get parts for, okay? Alright, now, crankshaft. Reject. 1" 3/76, okay? Same thing on the magneto, same size. Crank pin, 1" 2/47, okay? It's reject size. Alright. Let me show you a bad one. Okay, it's a bad crank. See that? Let me see. Get down here. So it wore like that, if you can see that. Step. That's probably about 3 thou. That's too much, okay? Try to zoom in, show you the mic measurements, okay? Crank pin. Oh yeah, see that? 1" 2/46. So that's no good. Okay, that's the bad crank. Go with the good crank. (1" 2/49. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the main journals here. Bigger. Okay. 1" 3/78. Pretty good. (1" 3/78. Okay, that's also good. Okay, now on these eccentrics, like this crank here, you can replace these on this style. Okay. Now I think brand new, and I've seen this number vary on these eccentrics. I think it's 2" 205, but I have seen them vary a few thou from brand new. Measure these. Okay. It's 2" 203 5/10 about, okay? That's pretty good. Like I said, I've seen these vary a few thou. See? Brand new, it's the same spec. Okay? Same spec. Now on this style crank, the overhead valve crank, and some of the later 12 horse, you can't replace these eccentrics, okay? Now this one here, yeah, she got a little wear. It's not, I could probably get this crank ground. Yeah, see, pretty good. Let's see. See what's not. There we go. It's 2" 201 and probably a few tenths. Okay, so it's got about 3 thou wear on that. Oh. Okay, yep. Yeah, that one's 2" 200. So that one's kind of not the best at crank. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of times, yeah, sometimes you might be able to get away with polishing a crank pin up, but I'd be careful. There actually ain't that much. I'll show you a connecting rod, okay? Something to look at. Now this one's a used connecting rod. You can see now, my camera doesn't mess up. You can see down there, you see a little bit of machine marks. This is a used rod. You see the machine marks, usually, you know, you got a good rod, okay? I'll show you a brand new rod. Brand new rod, new old stock. Okay. Brand spanking new, okay? The only way I can measure this is like this. I already know. See that? Let's see. 1 inch, 249. Really, really close on these. Okay, yeah, 1 inch, 249. That's your brand new spec on these rods. One that's got some use on it. That's still good. Yeah. 1 inch, 249 and a few tenths. Yeah. There you go. So pretty good yet. A good rod. Little update for these motors. This is the number for them rod with the 2 different size bolts. That's an upgrade for these motors. So you want to do. See if I have a junk one here. I should. Let's see, one of these. Yeah, okay. I'll look down in there, see how the. So there's no machine marks. Okay. Now the reject size on the crank pin on the rod is 1 inch, 252. Okay. I'll show you that in the book too. This one's, I mean, it would maybe run. It's, I had it, yeah. It's 1 inch, 251. If I check these and I use mics and set it, I can get it closer, but that's not a good idea. If you're really checking the parts, you want to use the right. You're just getting general idea what the size of things are. Okay. Let me show you. So I was looking for. Okay, that's what I was talking about. I understand this reject size. 1 inch, 252. Piston pin size on the connecting rod is 802 thousandths. Okay. Now the piston pin, we're going to measure a piston pin here. Okay, this is the piston bore. This is 801. The piston pin reject size is 799 thousandths. Okay, I'm going to show you a brand new one. Okay. This is new old stock I found online. Brand new. Not that crazy about this. I mean, like I said, I'm a little picky on some of these motors because, okay, this is the 800 thou and a few tenths. Okay. See if there's any taper. Yeah, same 800 thou and a few tenths. Now this is out of a used. This is a pin I kind of cleaned up. I'm going to show you something. Check this out. A little bit more meat on it. There we go. 800 thou and 5 tenths. Okay, that's hard to believe. So you will get variances sometimes in new parts. If I was making it, it'd be right on. This is 800 thou. See that? I mean, like I said, you don't have to get that crazy. It'd probably run, like I says, but I got reasons. Okay, and we're gonna go over to camshaft. Okay. Camshaft, or wait a minute, back here. Camshaft reject sizes. Okay, $4.99 on the journal. 1" 184 on the lobe. But like I said, I never seen a lobe on these L-head motors wear out. Okay. Let me show you more of a performance cam. Okay. For torque. Briggs used these in some of their motors back in the late 70s, early 80s. Now this is a little secret. I'll show you. Okay. See that? 1" 255 on the intake side. That'll give you more torque. Okay, about 1" 200. That's pretty much what all the cams are that the Briggs went to. I'll do another video about that, but something I discovered accidentally. Okay, this is the cam I'm putting in this motor. Okay, about 1" 200. Same thing here, 1". Like I said, I've never seen these lobes wear out. Go with the journals. I know these journals are pretty good. Okay. Okay. $4.99 and a few 5/10 about. 99 5/10. Okay. Good. Perfect. It's almost new. Yeah. 99 5/10. $4.99. Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah, right there, 5/10. I'll show you a junk cam. This is a junk one here. See how that wears? On camera. See right here, that ring? It's that oil slinger, wears into there. Okay. Now this one's definitely, I know it's reject. There you go. $4.96. Okay. Side here, you're getting there. $4.98. You can see a score mark in there from a motor. It was almost blowed up. Okay, now we're getting to piston. I want to talk about oil clearances. Now, I bored this motor out in the channel. This is size about I came up with, 3" 453. This piston has a little bit of time on it. There's a little bit of little marks on it. It's not horribly bad. Okay. Generally, yeah, let's see, let's get it better. There we go. It's 3" 453 and about 5/10. Okay. Yep. So we got about a 3 thou oil clearance on it. So the stock bore is 3", we'll say 3 7/16, which is 3.4375. Okay. The minimum size is 3" 436 and 5/10. So this one is 20 thousandths over. Okay. I'll show you measuring some of this stuff. Bore. Okay. Said you might not have to get this crazy, but just for fun I'm doing it that way, okay? Alright, this is the cylinder bore. I'm going to show you. All horsepower, okay. Alright. Everybody can see what's going on. Measured generally in a few places. Okay, this is one I bored up. here we go. Okay, there's the bore size. Now these read probably a couple tenths big. These can be pretty tricky, so be careful using these when you're checking. So we're about 3" 4, 56.5. Okay, 56 5/10. So there we go. There's that. See that? Okay. Go down a little bit further. You want to measure top and then at the bottom of the bore. There's taper. If you bore it yourself, like I did. That was a heck of an experience, I think. There we go. Yeah, see that? 5/10 almost perfectly. It's 3" 4. 3" 4, 56 5/10. It's been a long day. Okay, so right there is telling me I got about 3.5 thou wool clearance. Okay, pretty good. I'm going to show you a piston ring gap. Okay. I'm going to try to see if I can zoom in for you. Now on these Briggs and Stratton, you want these style rings. Okay, them Stens rings, I don't like it. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah, this style of Stens piston ring with the oil expander, I don't like these. These are too tight. Not made right. Okay. So if you can, try to find Briggs and Stratton rings. Okay, try to find Briggs and Stratton piston rings. You just fit better, feel better. I had a bad experience once. Okay. So, yeah. Put the piston ring down in there. What you're doing, you're checking the piston ring gap. Use your piston to set the ring. Place it down there about 1 inch or so. Okay. Make sure that's straight. Okay, see. Now on an engine like this, your piston ring gap, which you want brand new, okay, especially with a brand new bore, for every inch of bore, add 4 thousandths. So this is we'll call this 3.5. So 3 times 4 is 12. Okay. It should be 14 thousandths, 14 to 15 thousandths. Okay, because what you don't want to have is ring butting, as they say. Okay. You check. These ain't the good feelers gauges. There we go. Find the good ones. Ones that got the step on it, I don't like them. I think they're junk. Okay. Okay. 15. I can show you here a little bit. This is the oil ring. Okay. That's what you're doing down in there. Okay. This is, if I kind of wore 15 thousandths. Okay. See the gap down in there? It's about 15. Okay. A little bit of drag on that. It's 15. Okay. Check one of the compression rings here. I know I did these rings. This is a brand new bored cylinder. Okay. So about, yeah. That won't, that's, I think that's the second ring. Okay, let's go with the first. First one should be a little tighter. Okay. There we go. Always use the piston to straighten them rings out when you put them down in there. So I'm trying to do this one-handed. At 15, pretty good. About 13 to 15 in there is what you want, because what you don't want to have happen, these engine heat up and these rings possibly butt, and there goes your motor, you know. So yeah, yeah. I surfaced this block myself. It's not the file and the method, something I don't recommend if you don't have experience. A lot of times this bearing, it really doesn't go bad, but like that DU bearing, that's what they call it. I'll show you. That is a replaceable bearing. And if you can get them, you might be able to do some digging. But yeah, these valve seats, sometimes you gotta watch. Sometimes these seats will get loose. You might have to peen your block. That's why sometimes you may not have compression. A lot of times these valve guides, I've never really seen them go bad. Yeah, so I hope that video was useful for you guys. I was just thought it was pretty cool to do this. Kind of fun. Yeah, if you've got any questions, you know, just leave me a comment, and I'll try to answer the questions best I can. I usually, because basically for myself, I know these motors by hand, because by the back of my hand, because that's what I used to do. If I needed a lawnmower, I go to the junkyard and piece them together, make them run. That's what I used to do for, you know, myself. But alright guys, the next time, keep feeling the heat.